Hi everyone, I am coming to you today with a video for my February TBR. If you hear noise in the background, that is my mother in the living room with the TV skyrocketed. So, excuse the background noise, but I gotta get this done. February TBR, I will be rolling two six-sided die, and we will see how many how many books we have for February, and let's get into the rolls. All right, roll number one. Or, no, I'm sorry. This is how many rolls we're getting. 6. All right. 6 rolls, and roll number 1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to add a roll right off the bat. So we are on 7 rolls. So let's do repeat of roll number 1. 6. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 4, 5, 6. Fantasy. Okay. Roll number 1. We rolled a fantasy, and we are down to 7 rolls because we had to add another roll. So I picked City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I do not need to explain what this is about. We have been far too long with this series, and she just keeps coming out with the next book. So, if you don't know, it's Shadowhunters. That's all I'm going to tell you. Cassandra Clare. Go look it up. On to roll number 2. All right, roll number 2 out of 7. 1. Thriller. Okay, roll number 2. We landed on a thriller. So I am going to read Ready or Not by Alex Lake. Alice and Tom seem to have it all: a wonderful marriage, a gorgeous baby, a beautiful home, and now Alice, a journalist, starts investigating a story which could make her career: a serial killer in their town. Sounds really good. So, on to roll number 3. Roll 3 of 7. 5. Of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. JD Robb. So, roll 3 got us a 5, and we landed on JD Robb. I don't own any of these books. I am still reading through them from last year, so I will be reading Betrayal and Death by JD Robb. Let me go see if I can find a picture. Okay, so I will be reading Betrayal and Death by JD Robb. On to roll number 4. All right, 4 out of 7. 3. 1, 2, 3. Standalone. Okay, we landed on Standalone, so I'm going to read She Started It by Cyan Gilbert. Annabelle, Esther, Tanya, and Chloe are best friends, or were, as children. Despite drifting apart in adulthood, shared secrets have kept them bonded for better or worse, even as their childhood dreams haven't quite turned out as they'd hoped. Then one day they received a wholly unexpected but not entirely unwelcome invitation from another old friend, Poppy Greer has invited them all to her extravagant bachelorette party. A first-class plane ticket to 3 days of white sand, cocktail, and relaxation on a luxe private island in the Bahamas. It is a thriller, so we all know that things can go wrong. So, on to roll number 5. Roll 5 out of 7. 3. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do over 400 pages. Okay. Next roll, we got over 400 pages. So I'm going to read Starbringer. This was on my January TBR, and I didn't get to it, so I'm hoping to get to it in February. Over 400 pages, as you can tell, it is definitely over 400 pages. It is over 500 pages, close to 600 pages. It is 596 pages. Over 400 pages. This is... The sun is dying and it's happening way too damn fast. With the clock ticking, the 9 planets' only hope of survival rest on a fancy space station and an alien artifact it's carrying. Which is why it really sucks when some jackass doesn't want the universe saved and blows that station up while you're still on it. Sounds very interesting. Hope to get to this one in February. On to roll 6. Roll 6 of 7. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Series. So we rolled a 4 and we got the series. So the book I will be reading is The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the second book to the Inheritance Games. That is about a girl who gets a call about sitting for a will reading, and she decides she's gonna go, and she inherits the house and everything in the will, and she only has a year to live she has to stay in the house for a year, or the money goes to charity. She loses everything. So she lives in this house, and she's trying to find out how she knows this man who written her into the will, and basically the house is a puzzle that she has to solve. Hawthorne Legacy. Roll 7 of 7. All right, last roll. 1. TBR jar. Okay, we rolled a 1, and it is TBR jar. I have not updated this, and I need to. So, whatever I pick, if I've read it, I will pick again. Let's go all the way at the bottom. Ooh. Grimm's Complete Fairy Tale. I will be right back. Okay, so we rolled a 1 for our last roll, and it became 4. We landed on TBR jar, and we picked Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. This should be an interesting read, because I love all the Grimm fairy tales, and there are many different stories in this book. Also, it is very large. So I'm going to count this as one big book. And it is over 600 pages. So we will see if I get to this one in time. So let me grab my stack, and I will be back in a second. So this is my stack. This is my iPad or my tablet, and this is what I'm going to be reading JD Robb on. So we have City of Bones, Ready or Not, She Started It, Starbringer, Hawthorne's Legacy, and Complete Grimm's Fairy Tale. So that is my 7 books that I will be reading in February. If you want to comment down below and let me know what you are reading and how many books you are reading in February, please let me know, and I will catch y'all all next time when I do my January wrap up. Also, if y'all would like to let me know if y'all want one big long video of wrap up and TBR all in one go, or keep them separate, as in a separate video for wrap ups and separate videos for TBRs, because my limit usually is 5 books a month, and I know sometimes that is a very, very short video. I'm not great at talking about books, so if y'all want to have a one long video or keep them separate videos, let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you all next time. Bye.